When you go outside at night and lift your eyes to the heavens, the sky seems eternal, unchanging, the same scattering of light that has watched over every human being who has ever lived. But look a little closer, and you will find that nothing here is quite as it seems, because every point of light above you is a message from the past. Some many years old, others older than our entire species, and a few older than civilization itself. Which raises a question that has quietly unsettled stargazers for generations. Are the stars we are looking at still there at all? Or have we simply been staring all this time at the ghosts of a sky that no longer exists? To answer that, we must first understand something rather strange about looking up. Light, however fast it may seem, is not instant. It travels at 300,000 kilometers every second, and yet, even at that staggering speed, it takes time to cross the terrible emptiness of space. Sunlight itself is already 8 minutes old by the time it warms your skin. The nearest star beyond our own sun, a faint companion called Proxima Centauri, sends us light that began its journey over 4 years ago. So when you look at the night sky, you are not seeing it as it is, you are seeing it as it was. A frozen postcard, mailed long before you were born, and only now arriving. And here is where the unease creeps in. Because stars, like all things, are not eternal. They are born from vast clouds of dust and gas, collapsing under their own weight. They burn for a time, and eventually, every single one of them, they die. Some die quietly, sighing their outer layers into space, fading slowly into darkness. Others die with almost unimaginable violence, tearing themselves apart in an explosion so bright it can, for a moment, outshine an entire galaxy. So the thought naturally follows, if starlight takes years, sometimes thousands of years, to reach us, how many of these lights, twinkling so peacefully above your head tonight, have already gone out? How many are we mourning without even knowing it? It has become something of a modern legend, whispered at campfires, shared with a certain dramatic flourish across the internet. The idea that most of what we call stars are, in truth, no longer there at all, that we are gazing each night into a graveyard. It is a beautiful thought, poetic even. But is it true? To find out, we must do what any good investigator does. We must look at the evidence. And the evidence begins with a simple, almost overlooked fact. The human eye, remarkable as it is, cannot see very far. Of the 100 billion or so stars scattered across our galaxy, only a few thousand are bright enough and close enough for us to see without assistance. Somewhere between 6,000 and 9,000 scattered across the whole sky. And the overwhelming majority of them lie astonishingly close, in cosmic terms, within a mere 1,000 light-years of Earth. A handful of stars can be seen from a little farther still, but even the very edge of naked eye visibility, a distance of perhaps 16,000 light-years, is a mere heartbeat when measured against the true scale of the universe. Which brings us to the second clue, and it is here that the story takes an unexpected turn. Not all stars are equal. Some are colossal, blazing furnaces, tens of times heavier than our own sun. These giants burn recklessly, extravagantly, and because of that, they live fast and die young, in a cosmic sense at least. 1,000,000 years perhaps, gone in a blink. It is these rare giants, stars like Deneb glowing from over 1,000 light-years away, or the volatile Eta Carinae teetering on the edge of catastrophe some 7,000 light-years distant, that we can see from the greatest distances, because only the biggest, brightest furnaces can throw their light far enough for us to notice. But most stars are not giants at all. Most are smaller, fainter, far more modest in their ambitions. And because they burn so gently, we can only see them if they happen to be nearby, within a few hundred light years in many cases. The light we receive from them left home only recently in stellar terms. And these modest stars, the ones closest to us, have another secret. They live extraordinarily long lives, not millions of years, billions, in some cases, trillions, lifespans so long that not a single one anywhere in the universe has yet had time to die of old age. So consider what this means. The stars close enough to be seen because they are faint will not die again for billions of years to come, and the rare giants, bright enough to be seen from far away, while capable of dying young, remain vanishingly rare, and their catastrophic ends still unfold over hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years. When astronomers have done the careful arithmetic, weighing distance against brightness, mass against mortality, they arrive at a rather reassuring number. Among all the stars visible to the naked eye, one might expect, on average, a single star to die roughly once every 10,000 years. Once. In 10,000 years. Against that backdrop, the odds that any particular star above you tonight has already died, its light still traveling toward us, a final message from beyond the grave, are exceedingly small. Not impossible. The universe rarely deals in certainties. There may exist, somewhere in that canopy, 1 or 2 stars already gone, their fate not yet known to us. Eta Carinae, unstable and unpredictable, remains the closest thing to a genuine suspect. But overwhelmingly, the stars you see tonight are exactly what they appear to be. Alive, burning, waiting patiently for their light to keep traveling toward worlds not yet born. It is a curious thing, isn't it, that a myth so widely believed, so often repeated with such certainty, should unravel so completely under closer examination. And yet, perhaps that is the greater wonder. Not that the stars might be dead, but that they are not. That the light falling on your face tonight left its source before you were born and will likely still be arriving, unchanged, long after you are gone. A kind of quiet immortality passed down through the darkness. So, the next time you find yourself beneath a clear night sky, you need not mourn what you see above you. Look up. Take your time. Because in nearly every case, the light reaching your eyes tonight was sent by something that is, even now, still shining. And somewhere out there, in the vast and patient dark, its story is still being written. But if the stars themselves are, for the most part, still alive, a far stranger question begins to take shape. What happens in that final moment when a star does, at last, run out of time? What does a death, on a cosmic scale, actually look like? That is a story for another night.